So good morning guys, the Dewey's 24-hour readathon is about to start here at 7 o'clock. So I planned on beginning with this book you might have seen in my TBR, and I thought last night I was going to go ahead and pick up 7, kind of flip through it and reacquaint myself with where the story left off, only to discover that I don't have volume 7. In fact, I've never read volume 7. So, on to another book. I don't even have it, so I can't even pick 7 instead of 8, so I'll have to just hold off on that one. Instead, I'm going to start out with Tokyo Undead, since I already had kind of begun that one a little bit. Should be able to fly through that one pretty quickly.
You could be cute. You could be cute, but you don't want to be that.
Skippy's having a good sleep. I am still reading Tokyo Undead. Got a little bit left to go. It's kind of flying through it. It's okay so far. As soon as she wakes up, I'm going to go take her for a walk. Okay, as you can see down in the corner over there, Skippy's finally awake and we're going to get ready to go for our walk. I downloaded a new audiobook from my library website, and that's The Murders in the Rue Morgue by Edgar Allan Poe. Figure it was perfect for this time of year. Just got back from our walk. Skippy's eating her cookie. And I've got to run out because I'm going for a haircut. So I will just be continuing my audiobook, at least for the time. Yeah. Did you have a good cookie? Is that good? No more. See you guys later. Okay guys, so I'm back from a haircut. I actually managed to finish Tokyo Undead while I was waiting for my appointment to begin. And overall, I enjoyed the book a lot. It's definitely for mature audiences. Like I said, there's some imagery that's not suitable for younger readers at the very beginning, but then afterwards, it's your typical, zombie gore kind of imagery, eating people and stuff. But there's like these breaks in between, which may have been original volumes of the book. You see these kind of black pages here, because this does say it's the complete collection. But those individual pages don't say that it's a certain volume, so I'm not really certain. But in between those, each is like a story of other characters, and you see how they deal with this zombie plague kind of erupting from their normal lives until it's like utter chaos. And eventually all these stories are sort of joined together. You'll see some characters from previous sections of the book kind of appearing later on. And overall, I really enjoyed how the story wraps itself up, and there's a bit of hope, you might say, at the end of the story. But it was really, really well written. I think I'm probably going to give it 4 stars overall. So now I'm about to begin my second book, which is going to be Corpse Party Blood Covered, which is the 2nd volume in this series. And I'm looking forward to kind of zipping through this one too, because it's like I said, there's not a lot of text to this, so it shouldn't take me too long, but I really want to know what happens next. Okay, so it's 5:45 in the evening. Just went out and picked up some dinner and finished that off, and yeah, when I sat down after lunch to read Corpse Bride, I only got like that far. I still have that little bit left here to read. I literally just passed out. I think the work week kind of caught up with me. So I'm going to try and polish this one off as quick as possible. I know there's like still, it's a 24-hour readathon, but I don't plan on being up for 24 hours straight. I will probably be in bed by about 10 or 11 o'clock at the most tonight. Okay, so it's actually just past 6 o'clock, about 15 minutes since my last update, and I finished off the 2nd volume of Corpse Party, Blood Covered. This is definitely a 5-star read for me. I'm really enjoying this series. The next volume is due out in November, so I can't wait to pick it up. This is a sort of feel to it similar to Doubt by Yoshiki Tanagi. I reviewed this one on my channel quite some time ago. It's a 4-volume manga or 2 bind-ups like this where kids are sort of trapped in a situation with a murderer on the loose type thing. This particular series, though, has a bit more of a ghostly horror aspect thrown into the mix, where you have these students trapped in this elementary school in another dimension. The school actually no longer exists, but murders took place there. The ghosts of the kids are floating around. The ghosts of the murderer are still floating around. And all the students are sort of trapped in different dimensional times. In this particular volume, we come across some students from another school that are also trapped there as well. You don't know who to trust. You can't turn your back on anyone. The artwork is really great, and kind of creepy feel to it all around. And I'm loving the ghostly aspect of it too. But I found it really fascinating. I love all the characters. They're very intriguing. Yeah, there's even the ghosts are telling you don't trust anybody, which is kind of funny. But I definitely recommend picking this one up if you like a good ghostly, psychological terror type manga. So on to my next one. I'm not sure yet what I'm picking up. Okay guys, so it's 20 after 6. I've got my cup of coffee here, and I've got The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Should be able to finish this one fairly quickly.
Somebody came to join me. What? What's up? Say hi to everybody. What? You gonna talk? Oh. What? No, it's too early for a treat. You just had dinner. No, too early. It's too early for treats. Gotta wait. Too much in your stomach at once. We gotta wait a little bit. Yes. Okay, I know.
She wants a treat, but she's going to have to wait. She literally just finished dinner.
Right? What?
Oh. Yeah, okay, well fine then. I'm just going to walk away. Okay, it's 7:15. I just finished The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. It was a cute story about a girl named Makoto and her two friends, Chiaki and Kosuke. She generally spends time hanging out with these two guys, playing baseball and stuff, and just having fun. And one day she's having a particularly bad day. Everything seems to be going wrong, and she's her brakes on her bike aren't working, and she nearly has an accident, almost colliding with the train. And suddenly, as she's flying through the air, she suddenly wakes up in a different point in time. Comes to realize she can leap through time. And she goes to talk to her aunt about it, and her aunt apparently knows about this ability, or she has some kind of background with it as well, and talks to Makoto about it, and she decides to kind of go back and relive this horribly bad day and changing things. And her aunt says sometimes by changing things you might affect other people's lives and stuff too, so or it might turn out good for you, might be bad for others. But it's sort of like just a coming of age story, and it's just a kind of like a sweet story about her with her two friends, and how their relationship changes throughout the story, and how this ability of leaping through time has an effect on all of their lives. And I really enjoyed it. I'd say overall it was about maybe a 3.5 to 4 star book, but I enjoyed it. I don't know that I would watch the anime, because it says this particular manga is based on the anime. I'm not a big anime watcher, but yeah, maybe if I come across it sometime I might pick it up. So the next book I plan on starting is Black Butler, Volume 1 by Yana Tobaso. Okay guys, so it's 10:28, getting ready to kind of climb into bed. I'm going to continue reading. I'm only about halfway through Volume 1 of Black Butler. Okay guys, I've got to be quiet here, but I just finished Black Butler. It's 11:19 right now. And I'm going to try and start Bakuman number 1. It's now 6:16 in the morning. I have less than 45 minutes to finish Bakuman. Okay, please excuse the hat, but I haven't washed my hair yet, and it looks horrible. Anyway, last night I finished Black Butler by Yana Tobaso. This is the first volume in the series. It is definitely an intro to the series and the characters and the setting and everything. We have an earldom called Phantom Hive, and it is run by a 12-year-old boy named CL. And it is the family kind of runs this huge toy conglomerate. They're very powerful, very innovative, very rich. And the household is run by this butler by the name of Sebastian. He sort of acts as a tutor, a father figure, a protector of the CL. He runs the household immaculately. Always the very proper butler, very well-mannered, very polite. He definitely keeps that household very controlled. Unfortunately, he has 3 other servants working beneath him. There's the cook, the housemaid, and the gardener, who are extremely inept and always kind of undermining everything he does. Not intentionally, they're hopeless. Burning food and overly, putting too much pesticide in the garden and killing everything. That's kind of like the humorous side of the story. But Sebastian here, he's like I said, his skills are just unbelievable, even in terms of like martial arts and things. Sometimes Ciel will bring people, like tutors and stuff, to train him, but also to sort of test Sebastian to see if he can find somebody who's better than him. But overall, I enjoyed the story. I really liked the artwork a lot. And Sebastian is definitely going to be one of my favorite characters. I did definitely enjoy the humor side of it, so that helped lighten the story, but I'm curious to see where this whole story is going to go and how they're going to build on, this toy conglomerate and things like that, and what other powers, I think, and more. There's more hidden to this Sebastian character. And then I read Bakuman. This is by Tsugumi Oba and Kishi Obata, the creators of Death Note. I didn't quite finish this. I got into about like 78 pages. I tried to finish it off this morning before the readathon ended, but I didn't quite make it. I have since finished now. It's already like 8:22, so it's about an hour and a half past the ending time of it. Again, this is a first in the series, and I enjoyed it. The artwork I didn't enjoy quite as much as I did in Death Note. It's a bit more thin-lined and really packed with a lot of text, hence the reason it took me longer to read than I thought it was going to. But overall, I enjoyed the story. It's about 2 middle school students. We have Akito Takagi, I can't say that. He's sort of like a genius at the school. He's one of the smarter students. And there is Moritaka Mashiro. He's just an average student. He's kind of just seeming that his life is going to be running average, going from middle school to high school to college, and eventually find something he'll want to do. He sort of secretly wants to become a manga artist like his uncle was, but figures that'll never happen, and he'll just finally get some, typical job or whatever. But when Takagi sees his artwork, he convinces him, well, actually through most of the book he tries to convince him to team up with him and create a manga together, because Takagi wants to be a manga writer, and he wants, someone with good artistic skills. So most of the book is sort of him kind of trying to convince him, like, let's work as a team. There's also the crush that Mashiro, this guy here, Mashiro, has on a young girl named Azuki. They're both rather shy, and their relationship, I think, is going to develop the way his uncle, the manga artist, and a girl he liked when he was younger, the way that relationship is sort of like mirroring his uncle's life in a way, but hopefully not, because his uncle died quite young, because of all the stresses and stuff of trying to become a manga artist. It's sort of a, coming-of-age type story, and trying to find out what they want to do with their lives, and kind of trying to pursue a dream. There's some things I did not like about this. It's sort of the antiquated views of women in society. I'll just give you a couple things here. I think they're talking about Azuki. Azuki naturally knows that a girl should be graceful and polite. She's a girl. She should be earnest about things and get average grades. She knows by instinct that a girl won't look cute if she's overly smart. She knows what it means to be a girl. She knows by instinct that the best thing for a girl is to get married and become somebody's wife. And until then, no, even after she's married, she'll remain graceful and polite. I was like, what the heck? How old is this manga? So, yeah, things like that kind of bother me. Overall, I gave that one 4 stars. Oh, and Black Butler I gave 4 stars as well, because, like I said, it's still an intro thing, and not a whole lot was happening in the first volume of that. But overall, I did pretty good with the readathon. I thought I was going to do a bit better, but I think I did waste a little bit of time here and there, and I did have to go away for a bit in the afternoon. But overall, I read 4 complete volumes of manga, and about halfway through on the 5th one. So I was pretty pleased overall, and it was fun. I enjoyed it, and it was great to just kind of focus on manga for one day and get caught up on a few series and kind of break into a couple new ones. So hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye-bye.